Hello, it's me Tutor Binod. In this video, we are going to talk about height and distance from trigonometry. In order to solve problems regarding height and distance, we should know few terms and concepts. So let us start. The first one you should know is the right angle triangle properties. The right angle triangle consists of hypotenuse, base and perpendicular. Also, you should know the Pythagorean theorem, which states that h square equals to p square plus b square. So square of hypotenuse is always equal to the sum of square of perpendicular and base. The other thing we should know is the ratios sine, cosine and tangent of the theta. Sine theta is perpendicular over hypotenuse, whereas cos theta is base over hypotenuse, and tan theta is perpendicular over base. Now let us see what is angle of elevation and angle of depression. Angle of elevation is the angle made by the horizontal to the side of line which is upward. Whenever you are seeing something above, the angle made by the line of sight with the horizontal is known as angle of elevation, whereas when you are looking at something below, the angle made by the horizontal to the downward line of sight is called angle of depression. Technically, angle of depression and angle of elevation is equal because being alternate angle and alternate angles are equal, so angle of depression and angle of elevation are always equal. Now let us see few examples related to height and distance. In this question, Sam observes the top of Empire State Building, which is 381 meter high. The angle of elevation is 45 degree. Find the distance between Sam and the Empire State Building. So we are supposed to find AV. We are given the height of the Empire State Building. Let us assume this is the Empire State Building and Sam is here. He's looking at the 45 degree angle to the tip of the Empire State Building. We are supposed to find the distance between Sam and the Empire State Building. So we can use tan theta. Tan theta is always perpendicular, which is CV in this case, over the base or adjacent, which is AV. So tan theta is CV over AV, or tan theta is 45 degree equals to CV is 381 meter, whereas we are supposed to calculate AV. Therefore, our AV will be 381 meter over tan 45, and the value of tan 45 is 1. So AV is 381 meters. So the distance between the Sam and the Empire State Building is 381 meters. Now let us do this problem. Find height of the tree and distance between the man and the bird. The given is angle of elevation, which is 30 degree, and the base or adjacent, the distance between the man and the tree is given, which is 60 meters. Let us first find the height of the tree, which is relatively easier because we can use tangent of 30 degree equals to perpendicular over base. The perpendicular is BC over our base is AB. BC is, we have to calculate it, so let us write as BC, whereas AB is 60 meter. Therefore BC is 60 tan 30. 60 tan 30, which is 20 root 3 meter, or it's also equivalent to 34.64 meter. On using calculator you can get this result. So this is how the BC is found. Whereas now we can find the AC. We can use two methods. First, you can use Pythagorean theorem, in which this is the hypotenuse AC, because according to Pythagorean theorem, h square equals to p square plus b square. P we just found it as 34.64 meter, whereas b is 60 meter, which is given to us. So by using this relation, we can easily find the AC or the hypotenuse. But let me show you with the another method. Since I can use sine or cosine relation. If I use sine, my sine 30 will be perpendicular over hypotenuse. Perpendicular is BC, which I just found, whereas my hypotenuse is AC. My BC is 34.64 over my AC is, I have to find it. Now I can use the calculator, then get the AC by dividing 34.64 by sine 30. You also can use the cosine relationship. So cos 30 degree equals to adjacent or base over hypotenuse. My base is 60, whereas my hypotenuse is AC. Now I can easily solve for AC, which is 60 over cos 30. In this way I can find AC either by using the sine, cosine, or using the Pythagorean theorem. You can do whatever the way you like. This is how we do this problem. Now let us do another interesting problem. In this problem we have a pond of diameter 14 meter. The angle of elevation from the circumference is 60 degree towards the pole BC, which is exactly in the center of the pond. We are supposed to find the height of the pond, which is BC. So first of all, you can find AC, which is also the radius of this pond. The radius AC of the pond is half of the diameter, because the diameter is given to us. So I can write D over 2. D is 14 meter over 2, which is 7 meter. Now I have the base or adjacent, and I have the angle, which is 60 degree. I can find BC by using the tangent. So tangent of 60 degree must be equal to the perpendicular, which is BC, over our adjacent or base, which is AC. Let us solve for BC. I can get BC as AC tan 60. AC is 7 meter, whereas tan 60 we can use calculator to find the value as 7 root 3 meter. If you want to write it in decimal, it would be 12.12 meter. We find the BC, which is also the height of the pole. This is how we can do this problem. Now let us do this problem. The huge tree of 70 meter breaks at 30 meter above the ground. The tip of it touches the ground when it breaks. Find the angle that the tip makes with the ground. Also, what is the distance between the tip and the base of the tree? So the first question is we have to find this angle. The first question is we have to find the theta or the angle, which is angle CAV, whereas the second question is we have to find the distance between the tip of the tree with the base of the tree. So second question is we have to find AV. So how can you find it? Since we have this height, because the tree is broken at 30 meter above the ground, so this is 30 meter, we can use this relation. I have this as perpendicular and this is hypotenuse, so I have P and H, so I can find theta by using sine relation. So sine theta equals to P perpendicular over hypotenuse. Perpendicular is BC over my hypotenuse is AC. So BC is 30, whereas AC is 40. Now we can find theta as sine inverse of 30 over 40. On using calculator, I get the value as 48.59 degree. So the angle between the tip of the tree and the horizontal or the base is 48.59 degree. That's the answer to the question number first. For second question, we can either use the Pythagorean theorem or we can use either cosine relationship or tan relationship in order to get AB, because cos theta is base over hypotenuse, whereas tan theta is perpendicular over base. So either one I can use. Let me use tan theta. Tan theta, which I just found, which is 38.59 equals to perpendicular, which is 30 meter. Let me write it as BC first. BC over my base is AV. I'm supposed to find AV, so AV equals to BC over tan 48.59. Now the BC is 30, so 30 meter over tan 48.59. On using calculator, I get this as 26.45 meter. So in this way we can find the distance between the tip of the tree and the base of the tree. Now let us see another problem regarding height and distance. Two buildings are 60 meter apart. So the distance, this is two buildings. One is CD and another is AV. So AV is the taller one, whereas CD is the shorter one. The angle of depression of the taller building is 30 degree. Whenever you see from here, the angle made by the horizontal with the downward side of line AC is 30 degree. So this is 30 degree. Find the height of the shorter one. I mean to say, you want to find the height of the shorter building, which is DC. So we are supposed to find DC if the height of the taller building AV is 150 meter. Let us say this CD is X meter. If CD is X meter, the EV is also X meter, but the whole AV is 150 meter. So what's AE? AE is 150 minus X meter. Also, this is the alternate angle to this, which are equal. So this angle ACE equals to 30 degree because alternate angles are equal. So AC equals to 30 degree. Now since I have the height and I have this length from C to E, which is 60 meter, so I can use the tangent because I have perpendicular and base or adjacent. So I can use tan 30 in the figure ACE. Tan 30 is perpendicular, which is AE, over base, which is CE. The perpendicular is 150 minus X, whereas C is 60 meter. Now if I cross multiply, I will get 150 minus X equals to 60 tan 30, or 150 minus X equals to 60 tan 30 is 34.64. 34.64. Let me finish it over here. So if I add X to both sides, I would get 150 equals to 34.64 plus X. So X is 150 minus 34.64. 150 minus 34.64, which is 115.36. 115.36 meter. Therefore CD, which is X, is found as 115.36 meter. Now let us deal with the final problem regarding height and distance. Andrew is 2 meter tall. The angle of elevation is 60 degree when he stands on the top of the building and sees a bird at top of the tree, which is 60 meter tall. Find the distance between the building and the tree. So we are supposed to find the distance between the building, which is this, and a tree. So we are supposed to find AV if CV, BC, which is the length of the tree, is given as 60 meter, whereas this is Andrew, who is 2 meter tall. So this length is 20 plus 2 meter. So EV is 20 plus 2 meter, which is 22 meter, whereas this whole length is 60 meter. If this much is 22 meter, this will be CE will be 60 meter minus 22 meter, which is 38 meter, because 60 minus 22 is 38. Now we have the CE. We are supposed to know DE or AB. So I have the perpendicular and I have the base and I have the angle, so I can use tangent of 60 degree equals to CE, which is my perpendicular in the right angle triangle DEC. So CE over my base is DE. I'm supposed to solve for DE, so DE equals to CE over tan 60. CE is 38 meter, whereas I should divide this by tan 60. So 38 over tan 60 is 21.93 meter. 21.93 meter. So the distance between A and B, or the building and the tree, is 21.93 meter. This is how it's being done. I hope this video helps you understand the height and distance of trigonometry. Also, if you have not yet subscribed my channel, you can subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you would never miss my future updates. Thank you.